All right, I don't want to waste anybody's time with this video. The TLDR is that Tectone is canceling the group discussion he had planned with the whole drama that's been going on with some gotcha creators, which, all power to him. It's his choice, whatever the case may be, right? And he's moving on. He doesn't want to talk about it anymore. He doesn't want anything to do with it anymore, basically. Uh, Personally, I think, this is just my opinion. It should have happened just to have everything end. But he has his reasons as to why it shouldn't take place. And I'm going to let you guys listen to that. Let's go.
Um, I'm going to say this once, and then I'm moving on. Okay? And I know this is going to be sent to other streamers because it always is. Um, and I doubt these streamers are going to look for the full context because they never do. Um, I'm going to say this once. And I'm probably not going to be too careful with my words, so maybe I end up saying something a little mean. Maybe I'll get this. We'll see. Let's flip a coin. As far as it comes to the Captain Cabernet, Skull CJ, and Saintontas drama, there will be no podcast. There will be none. I thought it might be a good idea. It's not a good idea.
It's kind of just so sad that the one guy who, is trying to keep it civil to an extent is like exiting. I'm going to be honest. Him exiting means it's never going to end. There's always going to be some type of animosity or disdain towards these creators between each other, which kind of just sucks so much. It's not like this weird drama stuff is not fun. I mean, it's fun to an extent. It's fun to watch sometimes, but it's not good. And my prediction is it's never going to end. I mean, St. Tontas and Mr. Pokey have been fighting on and off for like damn near a year now, right? So it is what it is.
It's a horrible idea. I rewatched my stream communicating with certain streamers, and it was like pulling teeth. I don't think anybody is in the headspace to have any amount of civil discourse whatsoever. Because when I'm being looked at like the enemy, when I've done nothing but be supportive of all sides as best as I can, and I apologize if the truth makes you look worse, it would not be a good idea to get all three people on the call at the same time. I observed this from all sides. I know now what this is truly all about.
I'm gonna be honest, he's very vague about that. So when he says, I know what this is all about, I'm assuming it's some behind the scenes stuff. Now, granted, I haven't seen everything about the entire drama because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care that much. Like, I'm doing other stuff. But when I do look, it seems like it's just petty, like, he said this about me, she said that about me. For the most part. That's what it looks like. Outside of some of the things where there's like false accusations and unironically freaking lawsuits, right? Like, holy cow, that's insane. Uh, yeah, I don't know, dude. I think this could have been solved with a discussion, but apparently behind the scenes, it's too bad. Which is fair if that's true. Unfortunately.
I don't see this de-escalating anytime soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. Absolutely. Like, dude, I would buy somebody a freaking unicorn if, let's say, within the next week, it all goes away. I'm not gonna say they necessarily apologize to each other, but it goes away. Like, they're like, yeah, I'm done. Everybody says I'm done. I'm moving on, doing something else now. It's never gonna happen. Maybe one person might exit, but at least, at the very least, two people are gonna be fighting to the end of time. Unfortunately,
In fact, I think it's going to get worse
it might.
before it ever gets better. And by better, I mean moving the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
But I foresee things getting worse. And I would like to announce my formal departure from this drama. I'm done. I had 6.5 hours of calls offline because everybody keeps on coming to me to deal with their issues for them. It's too much. I understand a lot of people see me as a role model. I understand a lot of people look to me for advice when things are hard. I understand a lot of people, look up to me. The situation's out of fucking control. I want nothing to do with it.
And like, it's a respectable decision. He doesn't like. He's not responsible for these creators. Everybody's an individual. It's just, yeah, dude. I don't know. I think it could have gone way better if you had gone through with it. Because honestly, when it comes to his moderation, at least between his friends or acquaintances, he's pretty charitable towards people. I think in a situation where it's charitable and fair, a lot of people would be less likely to leave mid discussion or get very angry or upset, you know. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, whatever that may be, whatever's causing this intense animosity, and maybe it's some serious stuff. So maybe leaving is the right thing to do. I don't know, man.
I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I told everybody how to solve it. They didn't take my advice. I'm not wasting any more of my mental on it. I'm done. Because after looking over everything, I understand what this is actually about. And it makes me uncomfortable as shit. And that's all I'll say on that.
What's my guess about what it's actually about? If I'm to guess, if it's making him uncomfortable, it might be like clout based, maybe numbers. Trying to take down the competition, which is kind of weird, honestly. Like eliminate, you know, your competitors among the views being shared in this side of the gotcha community. I could see it being that. I don't know what else it would be that would make him uncomfortable. That would be my guess.
Maybe you guys will find out. Maybe you won't. I'm good. So, goodbye. I am done with all that. When it comes to Mr. Pokey and Saintontas,
Uh, that part I'm not gonna like. This whole half, you guys can watch it for yourself. The stream will be linked in the description. I just kind of wanted to talk about the podcast. The Saintontas and Mr. Pokey beef is a whole other. It's a whole other thing that I do not care to get into. Um, if there is to be a good ending, this is how I imagine it being. It would be everybody, like he said, just stopping, just like moving on, doing something else other than throwing shots at each other. Uh, do I think that's gonna happen? No. An ideal ending would be returning to being cordial, not friends or anything like that. I don't think. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think a lot of these guys were friends with each other. Maybe they were at one point, but it feels like they're not. But being cordial, being able to communicate, and maybe do a collab here and there, just for the business aspect. That would be the ideal ending for them, but it's not going to happen. The actual good ending is moving on. what ending do I think we're gonna get? I think we're gonna get the middle of the line ending where like it's gonna keep going on, and then once it cools down a bit, a shot might be fired every other like week or so, maybe 2 weeks, just a shot by somebody, and there'd be like one response, and then they stop, and then it happens again, maybe a month later. Yeah. Will I be covering anything further? Maybe. I don't know. It depends if I want to. I mean, you can look at my channel. I stopped talking about this for a while because I feel like I said everything I needed to say. But when I saw that it could have been potentially ended with this podcast, I was like, oh, let me go talk about that. But, podcast is canceled, so I don't think it's ending. And yeah, I don't know. If it's interesting enough, I might talk about it again. I don't know. You guys go ahead and have a good day. I'm out of here.